All right, so good morning. This is I call it the Morning Groove 3. So mixing up different sessions here for our early morning workouts, our early morning yoga sessions to get the blood flowing and just have some fun with this process. So let's get going with this one. We're gonna start in standing, in Tadasana specifically, mountain pose. Feet can be together, working on balancing, or slightly apart. Go ahead and lift all 10 toes. Try to spread the toes out. Really work the energy there into the inner arches as well. Toes are out and down onto the mat. Legs are firm, stomach is in, chest is soft. Chin is slightly tucked in. Take the shoulders up, take them back, and take them down. Good. Fingers are energized towards the floor. Let's take nice deep inhalations in the nose. Give me the first exhale out the mouth. One more in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And from here, try and keep the mouth closed as you work our Ujjayi Pranayama breath deep into the nose. Exhale through the nose as well. We're bringing in a little more air to expand the chest. Use the diaphragm to push slightly more air than what we would normally do out on the exhale. Breath and movement. Let's inhale the arms up. Reaching up all the way, nice and easy, not too fast. Exhale, the arms come down. Modify this as necessary for your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take the gaze up as the arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. One more, inhale, arms are up. And exhale, arms come down to the sides. Great. From Tadasana, a partial airplane. So standing nice and tall, take your right leg, step back onto your big toes. Keep the leg long. Try not to bend the right leg here. Keep the torso standing nice and tall here, okay? I don't want you to bend the torso forward. Keep it tall here. All right, if you need to use a wall or a chair for balance, that's fine. Go ahead and lift the right foot off the mat, just a little bit. Actually, it's just only your toes that are on the mat. Just try to lift the toes off the mat, only a couple of inches. Oh yeah. Right glute's tight, your core is in, your heart actually lifts a little bit towards the ceiling. Give me 2 breaths here. One more breath in. And on the exhale, recover the foot to the mat. Other side. Now we're going to balance on the right leg, bring the left leg back. You're on your big left toes. We're extending the left leg and lift the toes off the mat. Try to keep the torso tall. I know you're going to feel this in the low back and that left glute. But we're standing tall. Keep that energy in the leg. Lift it up a little higher if you can, but keep the torso tall. 2 breaths right here. The exhale, recover that leg back to the side. Great. All right, as we recover back into mountain pose, forward folds. Inhale, bring the arms up. For the first one, exhale the hands to the top of the legs and start a forward fold. A nice, easy forward fold. Keep the knees soft as we bend down towards the mat, top of the feet of the shins. Heads relaxed. Good. Now, let's come up halfway. Give me a flat back. So as we have a flat back, the legs elongate here as necessary. Hands can brace on the legs. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reach into the mat. Good. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. One more. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and roll up slowly. 1 vertebra at a time. The arms are hanging, the head is hanging. The head's the last item to come up. Great. Small back bend. Hands to hips, pelvis forward, lift the heart. Nice, easy back bend, and bring it up to neutral. Arms relaxed to the sides. Groove. All right, let's try another balance one. This time, airplane, the full measure here. So let's start with the right leg, bring it back. Get your balance and Lift the right leg off the mat first and then bring the torso down. Remember, the torso and that right leg are connected. Only come down as far as you can while maintaining your balance. I know it's early. I want the right leg, add some more energy to that right leg. Lift it up a little higher, even if the torso does not come down as much here. Sooner or later, we'll be like a T in the state of Texas when viewed from the side. One more breath here. Awesome. And recover slowly. Great. Recover. And let's go to the other side. Ground down on that right leg. Left leg comes back. You're in the big left toes. Inhale deep. And on your exhale, let's do it. Lift the left leg first, and then bring the torso down slowly. Hey, it's early, so you may not come down as far. That's fine. If your practice has you all the way parallel to the floor, that's great. Make it happen. Keep the breath strong. Keep your head neutral. Great. One more breath here. And recover slowly. Nice. Shake it off, please. Piece of cake. All right. From Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take the right leg and step back to warrior one. Right leg steps back to warrior one. Arms are up, chest and pelvis favor the front. Go ahead and work out any little kinks here to make sure we've got our best posture. Arms are energized, reaching up. All right. From here, give me a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring the hands down. Clasp the hands behind you. Good. Fingers interlaced here. Now, from that right foot, I want you to come onto the toes. So from warrior one, where the foot is flat, to a lunge. So we're on our right toes, the right heel is up. Now, we're going to take the torso and lean forward a little bit here. You're going to feel more pressure in that left leg as you step that left foot a little harder into the mat. Keep the head neutral. Shoulders are pulling back away from you. Your fingers are clasped and reaching for the wall behind you. Keep an eye on the balance here. Looks good. Give me 2 breaths right here. One more breath in. And on that exhale, release the hands and step up. Whew. Shake it off. Back into Tadasana. Let's try the other side. Your left foot steps back into warrior one. So that left foot is flat on the mat. Arms come up. Fingers energized, reaching for the ceiling. There we go. One more breath here in warrior one. And one more breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands down, sweep them to the sides, and behind you, clasp the fingers together. Groovy. Come onto your left toes, so that left heel is up, and we turn it into a lunge. Now, carefully, lean the torso forward. Shoulders are pulling back away from you. Good. Now you feel that extra pressure in that right leg. The right knee should not go beyond the right ankle, so you may have to scoot that right foot up a little bit here. All right, that left leg, the back leg, it's energized. You feel the toes, the ball of the feet pushing into the mat. Shoulders are pulling away from you. That's right. Give me 2 breaths here. And on the last breath in, exhale, release the hands. Oh, and step up. Yes, you feel this in the shoulders at this point. All right, let's make this nice and easy, folks. We're coming down to all fours. From all fours, a plank. So we're going to do a plank, cobra pose, downward dog, and we'll do this cycle twice. So let's start with the left leg. Extend the left leg back, and then the right leg, and give me a high push-up or a high plank. Now, we're here for 30 seconds. If you're unable to do the time on this one, bring your right knee or your left knee back to the mat. Easy enough. Other than that, hang here, breathe. The stomach is in. Gotta support that lower back anyway. And you might be pushing those heels to the wall behind you. Keep your head neutral. Stick with the breath. We're almost there, folks. Stay strong with this one. All right, so far so good. One option next for cobra is to bring your knees down, lean forward, chin and chest. Everyone else, lean forward and bring it down slowly. You can come down halfway or all the way. Cobra. Toes are flat and bring the torso up. Optional for some of you, upward facing dog. I'll do upward dog here. Arms extended, thighs are off the mat. If you're doing cobra, you're just looking up a little bit, chin and chest are lifting off the mat. One breath, and on that last breath, downward facing dog. So come onto your toes from wherever you are and push back into downward dog. Get into your best posture here. You may take the hands wider. If you've got some shoulder issues this morning, heads relaxed, heels are working towards the mat. Go ahead and walk it out, please, if you'd like. Lifting one heel, then lowering the other. Bring the heels up high, come onto your toes, and bring the heels down. One more breath. On the exhale, child's pose. Knees come down, hips to heels. You can fold your arms if you like. Resting your head on your arms and the hips moving towards the heels. We're here for 2 breaths. On that last breath, go ahead and bring it up to all fours. Let's do our second cycle here. We'll start with the left leg back and then the right leg into a high push-up or a high plank. Remember your option to bring one knee down if necessary. Breathe. Keep it strong. Shoulders. Feel the pressure into the hands, into the mat. The balls of the feet into the mat. Your core is in. Hang here and breathe. One more breath, folks. Great. On the exhale, feel free to bring your knees down to all fours or lean forward, bring it down halfway or all the way. Cobra pose. So if you're going to do cobra, optional to have the body down, lift chin and chest, or upward facing dog. Remember, either way, those feet are flat on the mat. One more breath. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Any option you need to get into downward dog, get into your best posture. We're here for 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Make small changes, adjustments as necessary. One more breath. And exhale into child's pose. Knees come down. We'll take a break from the pressure on the shoulders. Arms are folded, or sweep your arms to the sides. Here for 2 breaths, just 2 breaths, folks. And on the inhale, bring it up to all fours. Woo, so far so good. We're coming into downward facing dog. So from all fours, come underneath the toes, downward facing dog. Take your left leg, lift it straight back and up. Don't bend it, just keep the leg long. Lift, extend, inhale, exhale, bring that left foot forward. Woo. Nice. All right, this is a lunge. So that right heel is off the mat. If you need to, go ahead and bring the right knee down to the mat if you have to here, okay? But if you're able to, keep that right knee up. We're gonna clasp the hands behind our back. Lift the torso up. That's it. Oh yeah. This time we're actively coming back with this one. We were leaning forward before, but we're bringing a back bend into this. If you have a knee on the mat, you're doing the same thing. Hands are clasped, shoulders are rolling back, and we're taking our gaze up. One more breath, and on the exhale, release the hands. Woo! Hands come back to the mat. Sweep the left foot back to a high push-up. Are we there? Good. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up into downward dog. Nice. Right leg, bring it straight back and up. Right leg is up. Extend. Give me one more breath. And step the right foot forward into a lunge. All right, now, options, of course, bring the left knee down. Bring those hands behind your back, clasp them, lift the torso, and give me a back bend. That's it. Not the easiest thing in the world, especially if the left knee is off the mat. Really got to work on balance. 2 breaths here. Keep the tension in the shoulders as you do a back bend. You'll feel the pressure in the low back as well. 1 more breath. And on that exhale, woo, release. Come forward to a high push-up. And downward dog. Nice. Give me 1 breath here. And child's pose. Knees come down, big toes together, knees apart. And you can fold your arms if you like. That'll work. We're here for 2 breaths. And from there, bring it up to all 4s. Bring that left foot forward. You got it. It's another lunge here. The left foot comes forward, hands on top of the knees. All right, with this one, let's lean forward. So we lean forward, the pelvis comes forward and down. The shoulders can push back a little bit, but the hands are pressing onto the top of the knee. We're here for 2 breaths. You'll feel the lengthening from that right hip down the right quad. And on that last breath, bring your torso up a little. Inhale the arms up, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the palms come down past your third eye to your heart center. And let's twist to the left. That right elbow can go on top of the left knee. Nice deep twisting action. Hey, optional here, lean forward a bit. Another option is to bring that right knee off the mat. So you can come onto the right toes and lift that right knee off of the mat. You continue to work on your balance. If that's not gonna happen for you, no problem. The right knee can stay down. 1 more breath. Come back to center. Woo. Hands can come down to the mat on either side of the left foot, and let's elongate that left leg. So you can even, and actually not only lengthening the left leg, but you're flexing the foot. So the toes are coming up and you're bringing your torso down over the left leg. Hey, if you're standing with this one, same. In other words, if that right knee is up, you're doing the exact same posture. All right, 1 more breath here. And recover, bring the right knee down. We're switching legs. So the left knee is down, right foot is forward. We'll put our hands on top of the right knee and we lean forward, we lunge forward. So now we're gonna feel that stretch from the top of the left hip down the left quadricep, left thigh. Pressing down, you're bringing your shoulders back just a little bit. We have a small back bend engage with this. Nice. Hold here and breathe. 1 more breath. And on that exhale, bring the torso up a little and inhale the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, the hands come down past your third eye, the heart center. And we twist to the right. So as you twist to the right, my left elbow is resting on that right leg. Doesn't have to, mind you, but keep the twisting action up to the best of your ability. Hold here and breathe. 1 more breath. And come back to center. Whew. Hands down on either side of the right leg. And lengthen the right leg. The right toes are up. We're coming down, leaning the torso over the right leg. And remember your option if that left knee is off the mat. It's a pretty long stretch here, but you can manage this one. Here for 2 breaths. Great. And that last breath, you can recover and we'll meet in standing, Tadasana. Roll up nice and easy. And from Tadasana, small back bend, hands to hips, pelvis forward, lift the heart and bring it up to neutral. Garudasana, eagle pose. All right, this is always a fun one. So let's start with the arms. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, cross the right arm underneath the left, And we're going to try to cross the hands again. We're trying to cross the hands so that the palms come together. All right, we sit down a little bit. It's almost like a squat here. Let's take the right ankle and cross it over the left. So you're on your right toes, and we're trying to keep the torso tall. Now, of course, the full version is to lift that right leg, cross the leg over. You're trying to bring the right toes from behind the left calf. If that's not going to work for you, that's not a problem. Just cross at the ankles, keep the torso coming down. Optional for the hands as well. If this is too much for the shoulders, you can always grab opposite shoulders with your hands. All right, one more breath here. And undo the legs. And inhale the arms up. And let's swing directly into the other side while the left arm comes underneath the right. And I'm coming nowhere close this time, so I'm going to grab my shoulders on this one. And we sit down. And now, option one, cross the left ankle over the right ankle. And if you've got it, you got it together today, go ahead and lift that left leg up and try to wrap the left toes from behind the right calf. We sit down a little more, hips coming down, torso staying tall or as tall as we can. Stick with the breath, core is in. And undo the legs. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms to the sides. Groovy. Hey, let's try a couple more forward folds here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. As we swan dive down, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms come up. Reach up. This time, arms come all the way up. Reach for the ceiling. Now, as you're reaching for the ceiling, the hands are about shoulders width apart. Lift the heart up. Give me a small back bend. The arms come back. The heart lifts. One breath in. And on your exhale, bring it up to neutral. Inhale one more time. Exhale the arms down to the sides. Feet together or slightly apart. Disengage your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Stand relaxed. Eyes are soft or closed. Feel the connectivity of the feet to the mat, to the earth. Your legs, they are there. They're firm. The core is in. Breath is relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Two more relaxed breaths. Give me one last deep inhalation. Bring the arms up. Palms come together. As you exhale the breath, the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. As you set your intention for the remains of the day, you are ready. From your mat to your world, always remember to remain kind, to be gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you for a great session this morning. Thank you, and namaste.